If you want to create amazing designs every single time, all you need to do is follow this very simple design hierarchy. This hierarchy will guide you through creating designs people actually want to buy. It's something I discovered a few years ago after being in this business for over 10 whole years, and it totally transformed my print-on-demand business. Not only that, but it's helping members of our community bang out 100+ designs for their own print-on-demand stores as well. At the end of the day, we all know designs are the single most important thing. So let's get really flipping good at them, right? Surely that makes sense. I'm going to quickly go over the hierarchy for you, and then I'm going to give you something for free that will totally change your business trajectory. Here's the hierarchy when it comes to making a design. The first thing to consider is the phrase. How good is the phrase? Is it funny? Is it memorable? Does it make sense? And have others used it and proven it to be a profitable phrase? The second thing to consider is the graphic you're using. Do they fit the vibe? Do they match the phrase and the niche and the other elements of the shirt? And then the third is the font and the color. How many colors have you used? How many fonts have you used? Do the fonts match the niche and the graphics? And do the colors look good together? And does everything just sync and work together? Now, when there is no phrase in a design, let's just say you're doing a graphic-only t-shirt, well, all that does is push the number 2 spot of what to consider up to number 1. So graphic would be the most important part. Underpinning these 3 elements of the hierarchy is without a doubt the most important part of the design, and that's placement. Placement is keeping it all together. Without good placement, it doesn't matter how good your phrase is, how good your graphics are, or how good your colors are. Let me show you. This is one of the all-time best-selling designs on Amazon. It's an absolutely perfect design from a phrase standpoint, a graphic, a font, and a color standpoint. But on top of that, the thing that's really making this work is the placement. The placement is absolutely perfect. What would it look like if we kept all the elements but changed the placement? Do you see what I'm saying here? The phrase is still incredible, the graphics are still amazing, and the font goes with everything, and it all looks good. But because the placement is totally wrong, it's making this best-selling design completely unsellable. So, now that we've agreed placement is the pillars holding up the entire design, let's discuss how you can guarantee you're going to get perfect design placement every single time. Well, that all starts with this free resource I've made you. Here are 100 research design placements based off some of the best-selling and well-created designs out there. And it's so simple. It's literally plug and play. I'm going to be giving away 30 of these to you for free. The remaining 70 are in the Print on Demand Hub, which is the paid community. We made 100 because that is the number of designs that we recommend people start with when building their Shopify Print on Demand stores. All we wanted to do was take the thinking out of it and give you a simple template that you could follow. Let's go through these 30 free templates so I can show you how to use them and how to really take as much advantage of them as possible. Here are the templates. You can see these are all 100 different templates that you've got, but we're just talking about the 30 that you can access for free. So let's go over here and talk about these 30. These 30 templates have been researched in serious depth. Reviews, sales, whether or not the designs were good, having them cross-checked with other designers and other successful sellers to make sure that they truly are incredible templates. And this is what I have for you today. So we've got various different types of templates, and you can see I've ensured to include a design for each of the templates. Now, the reason I've done that is because if you are using this, you might feel like you don't have a creative mind and you're not able to illustrate what it should look like. So, for example, if you just look at this and you're like, what on earth is that? Like, I don't know what to do with that. Well, I've made sure to include actual examples with every single template. Now, I'm not saying you copy this exact design, but the idea is you understand how to use it. Now, it's important to know that not every template works with every design. So don't just go and throw any design onto a template. You want to obviously make sure that it looks good at the end of the day. And the idea of the templates are to really help you make what would usually be maybe a bad design because of the placement turn into a good design. And I don't want you to think that just because you get the placement right, it's going to be great. This doesn't guarantee sales. No one can ever guarantee sales. That's not what this is about. What else this can't guarantee is that the design is going to be really good. Because, you could use the placement and make the placement good, but if you've got a terrible phrase, a terrible graphic, terrible fonts, and 1,000 different colors that don't go, well, that's not going to work. So just because placement is, underpinning everything and the placement needs to be good, you can't forget about everything else. So let's just go through them. We've got this one here. Each different color of the block represents a different color for text. And you can see this is what it would look like. So you could obviously use this for any phrase. It should work absolutely fine. Likewise, we've got this. And you can see over here, that angle of the box represents this kind of text, right? This one, very simple. You'll have one small line, a big line, and then another small line, just like this one. And then you've got this, which is interesting. So here, you've got a box with writing in it, and then a colon, just like this. Box, colon, with writing in it. A very simple design. This one, you've got the lines. This shows that you've got the text with text over it, just like this. And you can go through all of these templates at your own leisure and use them however you wish. So, for example, let's say you wanted to do this design, right? So this template simply put is this. So you could do mama, you could do papa, you could do gramps, you could do anything, right? And once you put the text in, just like this, and by the way, in terms of fonts, I also have free fonts that I'm giving away, and that will be in the free community, and there'll be other videos about it. But once you've got the font, all you then need to do is make sure you put the graphics inside just like this. And this just happens to work really well because the P, the A, and the P and the A have a gap in the middle where this makes sense. But if it's like the word mama, that might not work, but papa does work very well. So just bear in mind, if you did use the word M-A, the two M's wouldn't work so well with this template. This one is a straightforward one. It's just a big image, just like this, right? And you'll be surprised. These actually do pretty well if it's a good graphic, if it's a good image. And then these ones are the interesting ones, right? So you might think, what on earth is going on here? Does it have to be a cat? No, it doesn't have to be a cat. We've used the cat just to illustrate an animal's being used. But here we can see it's a bear print, right? With like a nice, like mountains and water and stuff. And you've even got a little bear here and a baby bear over there. This one, again, is to show text inside an animal. Doesn't have to be a cat. In this case, it was a husky, right? So feel free to use all of these templates as you wish. But let me just quickly say, don't forget about the hierarchy. You've still got a phrase, you've still got a graphic, you've still got fonts and colors that all need to be considered. And let me just show you an example of, here is a great template, well, we're using one of the templates from these 30 templates, but the phrase is terrible, the fonts are terrible, the colors are terrible, and the graphic is terrible. So just because we're using a good placement and it kind of brings it all together and you would assume, oh, this looks good, actually you've got to consider all the other things as well. Pretty neat, right? And like I said, you can download these templates totally for free. Now, in order to actually go and download those templates, all you need to do is click the link in the description and it will take you to the free POD community. It will look like this. And here where it says settings for me, it will say join for you. And once you join, you answer the questions, you technically apply. I will then be able to go through all the requests and accept you as soon as I possibly can. I try and do it every single day so that you're not waiting more than 24 hours. The reason we do that is just to try and have less spam in the group, and this just allows us to kind of stay on top of things. Once you've done that, head over to the Classroom tab, go over to Gifts and Resources. Then in YouTube Video Freebies, it's not here yet because you're watching the video, but there'll be another thing just over here that says Design Templates. And when you click those design templates, you'll see this video that you're watching right now pop up over here, and you'll see the resource, which will be the design templates that you will be able to download completely for free. And by the way, whilst you're in the group, feel free just to kind of check it out. You can start here, you can book a call, you can go and watch the training over here. You've also got the entire community that you can use and engage with, and just have a look around. And yeah, that is how you would download the free templates that I've shown you in this video. Hopefully these templates really elevate your designs and save you hours upon hours of time. Let me know in the comments what you think of this truly incredible free resource and what you think of all these different templates.